Alright gamblers, welcome back to the whiteboard. We are going into round 27 of the NRL final week. Although it does feel like the playoffs have already started with some cracker games this week. So before we get into round 27, let's go back and let's recap round 26. And let's just go through them as quickly as we can. Started off on Thursday night here with the Eels upsetting the Panthers 32 points to 18. And what was maybe the match of the round. It was so good to see. We did say the Eels had won 3 out of 5 against the Panthers. So it will be 4 out of 6 now. We also said this was like the Eels' grand final for them. They got the bye this week. It will be their last game. That's why we didn't bet on the Panthers. There was a chance that the Eels could get it done. They were down to $6 by the time the game started. So that shows me that there were people betting. I don't know how much money actually has to go in to make those odds go down like that. But it just shows there were people out there. There was money coming in on the Eels, and they cashed it for them. I had no bet on this game, but congratulations to you guys, man. That is a huge win. That's a huge pick. That's a huge bet, and I'm happy for you guys, man. Congratulations. It's needed to happen. I was saying it for a while. You know, we just need the Panthers to lose a game, please, because they're just looking too strong, and they're making the top 8 look like it's going to be a one-way show. We did tip the Panthers. We got that one wrong. I imagine a lot of people would have got that one wrong. Next up, we did have the Warriors. We tipped the Warriors, though. We did have our bets on the Dragons, though. I expected this game to be a much higher scoring game. We missed a try scorer here. He didn't even get a try either. But we did hit the bet, 21 point start there for the Dragons at $1.55, and that one cashed for us. We had that parlayed with the Cowboys. That also hit for us when they beat the Dolphins 34 points to 10. Of course, the big talking point is the boot to the face there. I'm not too sure. Can you make up a rule here that you can't have your foot out there like that when you catch the ball? I don't know. Maybe don't put yourself in that position. Don't run up on the ball catcher like that. I don't know what can be done there, and I'm glad I don't have to figure it out. But yeah, that was the talking point from that game. Probably, I think that's the last talking point too. 37 points to 16, Storm over the Titans. Not much to be said here. We did have the master pick. They were part of the parlay. Good win for the boys. Titans are no easy victory, despite their place on the ladder. They're a big, strong, tough team. After watching that game, though, I am really confused about that big double signing they did, their $12 million signing there. Yeah, but hard luck, Titans. Roosters smashed the Tigers 32 points to 8 as advertised, as prophesized. They were the tip, they were in the parlay. Last week we had the Latrell Mitchell drop an elbow on the back of somebody's head. It was probably the dumbest thing we've seen in the NRL with their season on the line, and he copped the suspension for it. Well, Jared did the old hold my beer, bro, and he headbutted this dude, got sin bin for 10 minutes, come back on, and clotheslined this dude. So he's probably out for the rest of the season. I don't know what he was thinking. I guess he was like, well, if the Latrell's not going to be there next week, I don't want to be there either. I'm not too sure. It really did even things up, because if he was there, we would have been all in on the Roosters. I mean, I'm still all in on the Roosters, but I'm very low confidence now. I thought they were going to smash the Rabbits, and now it's going to be more of a 50-50 game. I think the Rabbits will do better without Latrell, but there's been the whole team sort of blew up over this, and there's been a bit of chat back and forth and a bit of arguing going on. So the Rabbits may be the first team in the history of the NRL to lose on bye week. They're the first team to lose the bye, and the Roosters lost in victory. They beat the Tigers, but at what cost? So it's going to be a battle with the brain dead coming up next week. But yeah, they were the tip. They got it done for us. Good on yous. I do believe they'll have Jared to just go back by then. Anyway, next up, Raiders versus the Broncos. Broncos got it done for us. Reece Walsh, the circled man. That cheap shot at the end of the game? What was that? Well, I told you, these guys are dirty, man. I don't like them. And that was just very bad sportsmanship play there at the end of the game. Credit to Reece Walsh though, he handled it like an absolute champion. They were the tip, they were in the parlay, they got it done for us. Are the Raiders still going to make the top 8? If they keep losing, are they still going to make the top 8? We'll have to check on that. I believe they do, unfortunately. But let's carry on. Let's stop the hate. Eagles were our value pick of the week at $1.50 there. I figured it was going to be an easy pick, 42-24. It's a high-scoring game. They got it done. They looked good doing it. There were a couple 40-20 kicks in there. I don't know if there was any bet on the 40-20. If you could pick, I didn't look. I forgot to go check that out. But he hit at least one, I believe. It was a good game. And then I started dozing off by the time I got to this one. 32 points to 6 victory there for the Knights. I have to go back and rewatch this one before we make our picks for next week, but it seems pretty dominant. One-way traffic. We did pick the Sharks as our tip. I did say it was going to be a 50-50 anybody's game, and the Knights just blew them out of the water. So we did get that one on. But that's about it. Let's recap the NRL. So we did get the 2 tips wrong, the first one and the last one. Other than that, we hit absolutely everything, except for that try scorer. But we had the Dragons, 21 points, and the Cowboys. Our Friday night parlay hit. We had our Saturday parlay here with the free favourites there. We lined them up, knocked them down, that hit. We had the Sea Eagles as our value bet. That hit. And we had the Cowboys and the Roosters as our safety parlay. That hit. We absolutely smashed it out of the park. Flawless victory. And we didn't just stop there. We had the same success here with the girls. Where's my girls page? We had the Broncos parlayed with the Broncos. That hit. We had the Roosters parlayed with the Roosters. That hit. And we had the Dogs as our underdog of the week here on the Eels. And that hit as well. We had an absolutely flawless week. We smashed it out the park. Give it up. Thank you. Alright. So before we, let's go do our sneak peek for you at round 27. See what's on the card, see what's happening. First up, we have the Broncos versus Storm. Stay away from that one. I'm going to stay away from that one. First off, we're not 100% sure. Reece Walsh, he looked okay. Maybe they'll rest him. I'm not too sure. But, yeah, I'm just going to stay away from this one. There's 2 dangerous teams going at it. What's that, like number 4 versus number 2? No bet on that game. Friday, we do have the Eagles versus the Tigers. We'll probably parlay the Eagles there or something. Maybe we'll just pick a bunch of try scorers on this game. It should be another high-scoring game there. I know Tigers do have defense, but it's the last game of the season. I don't know if they got anything left to play for. They might just go out there and throw the ball around, have a good time. The Eagles are doing it at the end of their game. They started having a bit of fun there. It was fantastic to see. Lighten up, guys. Enjoy your game. And that was just fantastic to see. So, maybe pick a few try scorers in this game. Try scorers are a fantastic way to gamble. It's a fantastic bet. It's so much fun. They're hard to hit. They are hard to hit. But on a big high-scoring game, there can be like lots of different try scorers in there. And it's just a fun way to get played because you can pick a couple try scorers from each team, and then it doesn't matter who has the ball. It doesn't matter who's attacking whose line. You got something to cheer for. It's a fun way to gamble. So we might consider that. Rabbits versus Roosters. $1.87 here on the Roosters. We already put a bet down on the Roosters. That's just a heart bet. That's just me betting on my team because I want to see them beat the Rabbits. I want to see them eliminate the Rabbits and make the top 8. It's a 50-50 game though. I wouldn't recommend betting on this one. It's State of Origin all over again. So there's State of Origin. You just pick what side you're on and you bet on that team if you're going to bet. Otherwise, just stay away from it. I wouldn't recommend betting on this game. Especially it being a big grudge game as it is. Anything can happen in there. But yeah, so we're going for the... obviously you just tip the favourites here. So we're going to be tipping the Roosters here just because they're my team. Warriors, obviously we're going to be tipping the Warriors. I don't know why. I know their performances haven't been the greatest of late, but they have grinded out those wins. And they're up to $1.50 here against the Dolphins, so this might be our value bet for the week. $2.88 on the 13 plus there. I did have a bad experience with the 13 plus a couple of weeks ago. I'm not too sure if I'll take that or not. But yeah, look for the Warriors to be my value bet of the week. Might want to get on early on these odds here at $1.50. I imagine they're probably going to drop all the way down to about $1.20, I'd imagine. Unless there's something I'm missing. I might be missing something, I'm not too sure. It's early days, I have to wait for the new suspensions and injuries to come out. Panthers vs Cowboys. Panthers, great value here. Paying $1.60. Cowboys season on the line? Yes. Are they dangerous? Yes. This is the Panthers though, and the Panthers to lose 2 games in a row like that, I'm not too sure if that's going to happen. I would definitely tip the Panthers here, although I want the Panthers to win, because if the Roosters beat the Rabbits, but if the Cowboys beat the Panthers, it doesn't matter, the Cowboys will eliminate them anyway. Now, I don't think this has ever happened in the NRL before, but I'm a big Survivor fan, I love watching Survivor, and they do it all the time in Survivor, where they will lose a challenge on purpose to eliminate somebody. The Panthers could theoretically lose this game on purpose to eliminate the Roosters. If they're like, would rather have the Cowboys in the top 8, would rather see the Cowboys as our competition than either of these teams, they could do that. They could do it slyly, like just put on a B-grade team and whatever happens, happens. Or they could literally say to their players, don't win this game. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if that's ever happened in the NRL before, but that is a possibility. I don't think they will. I think they'll be looking to come out and prove a point after losing so badly last week. So I'd maybe parlay these two. Put a Warriors-Panthers parlay in. We might do that. Like this is just me brainstorming. It's early. Like all the bets aren't even out yet. Obviously the Knights will be the tip here. Nothing to really say about that game. Dragons have been staunch competition the whole season. They've been doing that. They don't deserve their position on the table. They've had so many hard. They're the new Warriors. They are the new Warriors. They're the Warriors of the 1990s, the 2000s, where every call would just go against them. I feel the NRL is a pay-to-win game now. If you're not selling tickets, the ref ain't going to care about you. It's as simple as that. I don't know any other way to put that. Dragons been very hard done by, and looking forward to them next season though. So hopefully they can finish with a positive. I don't think so though. The Golden Knights are just rampant at the moment, and yeah, I'd say look for the Knights to get that win. It's going to be a tough game though. Dragons aren't easy pushovers. Neither are the Titans. Here they are. The next Titans vs Bulldogs. Titans should be the pick here. Bulldogs, I wouldn't bet on this game either though. Bulldogs will probably be sick of being kicked rather down. I've said it many times, there's only so many times you can get punched in the face before you eventually punch back. And the Bulldogs might see this as a very winnable game for them and step it up. So look, maybe Bulldogs might be the dog of the week. Let's do it. I haven't picked the dog of the week for a few weeks. Bulldogs will be our dog of the week then. Let's change that over. Very, very low confidence on this. Titans should be the tip. If you're just tipping, go with the Titans. Bulldogs at $3, we might take that bet. We might take that punt. And Sharks, obviously, we're still hating on the Raiders for their dirty play. So we'll be tipping the Sharks on this one. Hopefully the Sharks can bounce back and beat the Raiders. I'm not too sure on all the top 8 implications here. All I know is the Roosters have to win, Cowboys have to lose. That's what I'm going for. I don't know what you're going for. Let me know. But it actually looks like quite a simple week. Stay away from the Broncos. Eagles should get it done. Warriors should get it done. Panthers should get it done. Knights should get it done. Titans should get it done, but we'll go for the Dogs on that one. And Sharks should get it done against the Raiders. That's it. Let's head into the NRLW. We started off with our dog of the week, the Eels, and they absolutely got it done. I'm sorry, Messerman. It is what it is. The Eels just better as a team, and this is their first win of the season. They were the underdog. I felt good to call that. We did, everyone saw it coming. I think everyone saw it coming. The bookies obviously didn't see it coming, but anyone who was paying attention saw that win coming. So good to see them get a win. Good on you, girls. My God, the Dragons. Oh man, what a game! They were punching above their weight class, I thought. And Tegan Berry running in 4 tries. It was heartwarming to see. Absolutely heartwarming to see. I feel like she may be in a similar boat to Emma Messerman though. Just absolutely superb. Just shining like a diamond out there, those two girls are, but they couldn't get it done. Titans just had a bigger, stronger team. Just pulled it off by 1 point there. I think that's their second golden point victory of the season. Congratulations to them. Hard luck, Dragons. We lost that tip. No, we had no bet on that one though. We knew it was going to be close. Next up, as advertised, Roosters smashed the Tigers, same as the boys. We hit that parlay, Roosters. Not much to be said here. Yeah, good on yous. This was the game for us. I don't know why the Raiders were paying $2.50. They're not a bad team. We did have our value bet here. We did have our bet on the Broncos. Big Mealy still scored tries. We didn't have her this week. We thought we'd give her the week off, and I think she got a double. 40 points to 8. Absolutely dominated them. And I think they get Bike Girl back next week, so it's going to be an even bigger boost to them. They're on fire. Everybody stood up this week. We're going to have to put Destiny's picture in here into the thing. They've got a 4th star now. Raiders, though, you just gotta love the Raiders' work effort. They just keep going. They're so grindy. They've got no real big superstars on their team, but they are a force. And yeah, so much respect to the opponents, but good on you, Broncos. We did, in the last video, we did have a little message, right? And we took that message and we wrote it out on a scroll and we put that on the leg of a delivery pigeon and we sent that over to the Brisbane Bronco girls. They got the message, they read the message, and that's what it did. Now, just big ups to the girls. They did exactly what was needed to be done, and I couldn't be more proud of them. Broaden stood up in defense, massive, even saved a few tries with a few try-saving tackles there. Absolutely massive defense. Brigginshaw was fantastic again. Destiny, I can't see her anywhere. Let's pretend that's her there. She did absolutely awesome. And Mealy got the ball. And the rest is history, right? Last up, we did have the Knights beat the Sharks. Which we did tip the Knights. I don't believe we had a bet on this one. Although we should have put, we did the Roosters, Broncos. We should have did Knights as well. Easy to say that now looking back. But yeah, Knights 22-14. Pretty solid victory for them over the Sharks. That's it. We can go back and round up the NRLW. We've already covered it. We got the 2 parlays. We got the underdog of the week. Absolutely smashed it. Flawless. To make up, last week we had an absolutely horrible week. We only hit 1 bet, which luckily was a big bet and it paid for the bets we lost. This week we had an absolutely flawless week. I do feel we have the NRLW sorted now, and we've got our power rankings here, and I believe it's pretty legit, and we should be good for the rest of the season here in the NRLW. So let's put the table to the test. We've got Raiders versus the Knights here. Who's higher on the list? The Knights. The Knights are second. Knights should get this game. I do love the Raiders' work ethic though, so we will not be betting against them on this one. Broncos versus the Sharks. Broncos higher on the list. They'll absolutely win this game. Although the Sharks are the dark horse. Okay? The Sharks are the dark horse of this game. They do have just enough talent to beat anybody in this competition. If they make the top 4, they're going to be very dangerous. They're a very dangerous team. Let's carry on. There's not much. I don't want to sound, but yeah, I'll say that no matter who the Sharks are playing, they can win. They're a very dangerous team to bet against. We will be back in the Broncos though. Cowgirls versus the Dragons. Dragons are higher on the list. We will tip the Dragons. This is the battle of my heart. Both my sweethearts are in here. You ever been in a relationship with somebody and they don't know you're in a relationship with them? That's what's happening there. It's like it's like my girlfriend met my other girlfriend. Now they're gonna fight. So I'm really looking forward to this one. We're gonna have to make a poster. Let's make a poster for this game, because if you can't sell this game, you shouldn't be in marketing. I said it whew! It's gonna be such a fantastic game to watch. Can't wait. Titans versus Tigers here. Who's higher? Titans higher on the list. Titans should win it. Just too big, too strong. Although the Titans may be over. We might actually cheer. We'll be cheering for the Tigers in this one. We'll definitely be cheering for the Tigers. I hope they can get it done. I just don't think they can. That was the worst heart. Honestly, I've got to practice drawing hearts. I don't know how to. I'm horrible. I'm so horrible. Hopefully the Tigers can get it done. We're actually going to change it. Same as the boys. Titans should be the pick. But we're going with the Tigers here just because we like them better. And of course the Roosters. Good win last week, Eels. Good to see you finally get a win on the board. You're way in over your heads here. It'll be a mess. If the Eels can pull that off, that would be a massive, massive upset. I don't see them doing it. Roosters should be an easy win there. No odds out yet, so I can't tell you what the bets are going to be. We will probably go for the Broncos. We'll probably put some try-scoring bets down on the Broncos. We'll have to wait and see how Mealy's doing, if she is named to play. Same with the Roosters. We'll just be going for put some try-scorers down here on the Roosters. Do a couple try-scorers here on the Broncos. And I think that might even be the play for the boys coming into the final round. That's because we don't know what teams have that extra gear. We don't know what teams are going to stand up and elevate. Cause I haven't watched the NRL in 10 years. This is my first year back in 10 years. I don't know who's got that extra gear, who's going to elevate their game for the playoffs. This is basically the first round of playoffs, really. Well, because a lot of these teams are either playing to make the playoffs or they're playing their grand final. It's their grand final for a lot of teams. A lot of teams aren't making the playoffs. So it's really going to be a dangerous round to bet. And so I think we're going to probably settle down a little bit and put more money into the women's NRL for the remainder of the season. Once the top 8 starts, we'll probably be betting more on the women's than the boys. You know, money's money, right? Doesn't matter where you make it. Speaking of which, before we sign off, we're on Picks Premium, $10 a month. We hit 2 out of 4 this week, which was a bit of a shame. Luckily, we did so well on the NRL. Almost a flawless week on the NRL. We mopped up. But we had 5 out of 5, 4 out of 4. This week we hit 2 out of 4. Lock of the week did hit again for us, so it wasn't too bad. But the safety parlay didn't hit. I can't remember the other bet I didn't hit. And I went out on a limb and I tried to bet on Korean Zombie. I didn't know he was going to go with Suicidal in there. What a thing. One Championship was absolutely fire this weekend too. If you're bored, if you want something to do, go watch that One Championship that was on in the weekend. Usually there's not many knockouts on those cards, but that was absolutely superb. That's it from me. We'll be back on Thursday. We'll go over round 27 properly. We'll have a look. We'll place our bets. This was our round 26 recap. I hope you enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for the 50 subscribers, especially the guys who've been here since the start. For those of you who don't know, if you go back and watch, please don't do it. But if you went back and watched our first fucking videos, were all like this. Right? I didn't even have a stand. I was trying to hold the camera in my hand. We were just trying it out, and we've come a long way since then. And I've noticed ever since we started breaking the games down fully and doing this sort of format, our picks have skyrocketed. The last 5 weeks since we started doing these, I think, we had a fantastic week, had a break-even week, had a fantastic week, had a little loss, like 0.2 units down or something. And then this week we absolutely smashed it out of the park again. We're going to be more careful next week. Like I said, it is the playoffs, or basically the playoffs. But I do feel we got the women's sorted. Yeah, be responsibly. Gamble responsibly. Have fun out there. Enjoy the rugby league. Enjoy your week of slave work you have to do. And I'll see you guys on Thursday.